Hi everyone, myself is Revati Lakshmi, Assistant Professor of Botany from Ayanana Janakyamal College, Sivakasi. Now I am going to discuss about the heterospory in pteridophytes. First of all, let me explain what is pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are the first land plants which are having the true root system, shoot system and leaves. These are all the plants, that means pteridophytes are the plants having fully equipped vascular system, that is xylem and phloem tissues. Okay, let's move on to the topic heterospory in pteridophytes. First of all, let me explain what is heterospory. Heterospory, that means hetero in the sense different or otherwise two, spory in the sense the phenomenon of spore formation, that is called heterospory. Okay. Most of the pteridophytes produce only one kind of spores, that too similar. Similar in the sense they are similar in shape, structure and function. Such pteridophytes are known as homosporous, and the phenomenon of forming single type or otherwise similar spores are called homospory. However, there are some pteridophytes which produce two different types of spores. That two different spores are differing in size, structure as well as in function. This type of phenomenon of producing two different types of spores are called heterospory. Those two spores are microspores and megaspores. The microspores are smaller in size and they will develop into male gametophyte, whereas the megaspores are larger in size and will develop into female gametophyte. Okay, let's look into the plants which are having heterosporous nature in pteridophytes. Okay, according to Rashid, only 9 genera of pteridophytes are having heterosporous nature. They are Selaginella, Isoetus, Stylites, Marsilia, Pilularia, Regnolidium, Salvinia, Azolla and Platysoma. These are all the genera which are having heterosporous nature. That is, these are all the plants which are having the capacity to produce two different types of spores in pteridophytes. Okay, once again let me explain what is pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are the first land forms which are also called as ferns. These plants are having a peculiar feature called heterospory. That is, normally pteridophytes are the plants which are capable of producing single type of spores, but these are all the plants, that is Selaginella, Isoetus, Stylites, Marsilia, Pilularia, Regnolidium, Salvinia, Azolla and Platysoma are the plants which are having the capacity to produce two different kinds of spores, that is microspore and megaspore. Microspores are the spores which are smaller in size and they will be converted, or otherwise they will be developed into male gametophyte, and megaspores are the spores which are larger in size that will develop into female gametophyte. Now let's discuss about the significance of this feature. That means significance of heterospory. Okay. The development of female gametophyte starts while the megaspore is still inside the megasporium. Generally, there are different types of plants, that is lower forms like algae, fungi, bryophytes are the plants. They too have the spore nature, that too they too have the formation of gametophytes. But there the gametophytes are independent in the sense the gametophytes are developed from the spores after the liberation, or otherwise after they gets detached from the mother plant. But here in heterosporic plants, the spores later on will develop into female gametophyte while they are still attached to the mother plant, that is megasporangium. The same is happening in the microspores too. Here the microspores will start germinating into male gametophyte while they are still remain inside the megasporangium. These megasporangium and microsporangium are nothing but they are the spore producing structures which are present in the leaves. Okay. So the spore producing structure will produce spores. The spores will later on develop into gametophyte. These are all the changes which are taking place in the leaves. Leaf is the mother plant here. Okay. Next, the female gametophyte derives its nutrient from the sporophyte. It is also one of the significant feature in heterosporous plants. Generally, in lower plant forms, that is the plant forms which are produced always which are formed before pteridophytes like bryophytes, algae, fungi, or the plant forms which develop gametophytes that are independent in nature. But whereas in pteridophytes, the gametophytes are dependent on the sporophyte for its nutrient, because here gametophytes are achlorophyllous in nature. So this is what explain, or otherwise this is what the significance which are obtained as a result of heterosporous nature. Okay. Here the female gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte for its nutrition purpose, not on any other metabolic processes. Okay. The addition of heterospory, tension and germination of single megaspore within the megasporangium is an additional significance. Okay. Here the seed forming habit is a peculiar character for spermatophytes, that is seed producing plants. Generally, the angiosperms are the plants which are having the capacity to retain the spores, and then they will convert into seed. Such future is seen as a result of heterosporous nature of pteridophytes. Here the heterosporous pteridophytes are the plants which are having the capacity to retain its spores, that is megaspore within the megasporangium. Later the megaspore will germinate into female gametophyte. That female gametophyte which containing the ovule will develop into seed. So the plants which are having the heterosporous nature are the ancestral characters for the formation of seed habits. So that's why it is proven that heterosporous natures are the plants which are having the capacity to produce seeds. So that is why heterospory in pteridophytes are the most significant character in pteridophytes. Okay, thank you.